amazing AOC, turn it up, let's go. Talking about the Cowboys, from the highs to the lows. News, opinions, yeah, we keep it real, growing every day. Now the fans know the deal, every upload, every stream. Ripping up the biggest team, from the fan takes to end the ball. Live streams coming there, girls wrecking out talks that are beats. They was tuned in, yeah, they saw the rise. Now the numbers keep climbing, ain't no surprise. From breaking news to the fans in sight, AOC's got the passion, got the fire, got the fight. It's the amazing AOC, turn it up, let's go. Talking about the Cowboys, from the high to the lows. News, opinions, yeah, we keep it real, growing every day. Now the fans know the deal, from Dak to Michael, we cover it all. Trade talks, game plans, who's ready to ball. Live streams popping, the chat goes wild. Cowboys Nation riding in with style. Started from the bottom, now they know the name. Respecting the game, ain't chasing the fame. Just love for the start, love for the crew. AOC going up, yeah, the vision stay true. It's the amazing AOC, turn it up, let's go. Talking about the Cowboys, from the highs to the lows. News, opinions, yeah, we keep it real, growing every day. Now the fans know the deal, from Dak to Michael, be covering all. Trade talks, game plans, who's ready to ball. Leave streams, got the Cowboys back, yeah. Beat trees in this night to the Swiss and crowd. In the tail like the film when I start to fly. Ayo, black and posits move. AOC going up, yeah, the vision stay true. If we upload every stream, building up the biggest team. From the fan takes to the in-depth facts. AOC got the Cowboys back, yeah. The amazing AOC, watch us rise. For the love of a star, for the blue in the sky. From a dream to a movement, now we can't be stopped.
Ooh-wee. I know y'all want to do some talking about that game that we just watched. And myself and the homie Ray Ray's Cowboys, we are back to do just that, man. So, Ray, so how was our first bit of Cowboys action that we got a chance to take a look at, man?
Booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. Cheeks. Straight cheeks.
Hey, man. How y'all feeling about that quarterback controversy, man? How y'all feel about that? Hey, Cameron.
Dak in trouble.
Hey, Cameron.
Dak in trouble.
F that guy, man. Don't bring that dude's name up on my channel no more, man. We're not doing that. Go ahead, though, Ray.
Man, we in trouble, bro. Dak better, he got to show up next time because he in trouble, boy. He is in trouble.
No, Dak better stay healthy. Dak better stay healthy because I thought it was going to be fun watching Joe Milton if Dak got hurt. But I remember I was saying, like, okay, best case scenario, we know that it'll at least be entertaining to watch Joe Milton. If worst thing possible happened, knock on wood, if Dak was to go down. Bruh, I don't know if it'd be fun, man. That was damn near, that may have been worse than the Trey Lance experience, real talk.
Hey, Dan, that was sarcasm, by the way. I just don't know if you realized that.
No, yeah, that was definitely sarcasm. That might have been worse than Trey Lance, though, chat. I don't know, man. That was pretty bad. And Ray did do some investigative report during the game and made sure Joe Milton does have an injury on his throwing hand, y'all. That hand that he got hurt in practice against the joint practice with the Rams, it was an injury to his throwing hand. So we will give him a mulligan this week.
Yeah.
Joe Milton, we are giving you a mulligan this week. But brother, it was ugly. That was ugly, bruh. That was ugly. I don't want to hear nothing about, Dak may be in trouble. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, Ray. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No.
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
I will give Joe Milton a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because he ain't played none. He hasn't played any. He played that one game last year at the end of the NFL season. Then he said a little bit in the preseason. So he really has had no action. So other than what he's got in practice.
Yeah, I didn't realize, like they said it during the broadcast, bro. I did not even realize that Joe Milton has only played like 100 more snaps than Trey Lance.
Yeah.
I did not realize that he was that raw of a prospect. Because you remember Trey Lance really didn't get a chance to really play real full. I think he played like one full season in college. I think he only played like his senior year in high school, so he didn't play a lot of football. And Joe hasn't even played much more than Trey did. So I'm like, damn near in the same situation. We got the same player. We literally got the same player with a stronger arm. And that strong arm shit, that may be a blessing and a curse. Because y'all seen the prime example of why y'all got to stop hyping up all these traits and attributes the guys got and think that makes them a better football player than someone, bro. Joe Milton, and I'm not trying to trash Joe, bro. We just got to talk about it because, I mean, he was the one starting the whole game until he got hurt, which we're about to talk about too. But Joe Milton, he has no touch yet. He still has to develop way more touch on his passes. That was the biggest issue, is he only has one speed. He only has one speed, and that's incredibly fast, bro. I know dudes walking out that mug with broken fingers trying to catch passes from Joe, bro.
I mean, you're right, bro. Man, like it was rough to see. It was rough. You had guys wide open. He just
running wide open. I mean, Aaron Flournoy and Jonathan Mingo both got to be mad because they both could have had some very good film to put up as far as an argument as to why they need a roster spot, or in Mingo's case, why he should be wide receiver 3. And I'm gonna say this. Speaking of the wide receivers, bro, we're gonna finish Joe in just a second. But speaking of the wide receivers, Jalen Tolbert is not a football player. I'm gonna tell y'all what I mean by that in a second. But let's finish up Joe Milton. Then we're gonna move to the other position groups, group by group. But Joe Milton, bro, his accuracy, it leaves a lot to be desired. He shows that inexperience as far as like going through his progressions within an offense. And the reason I say that arm could be a curse is because you actually saw it tonight, where Joe was trying to, because he's so confident in how hard he could throw the ball, he was trying to fit balls into windows that were way too tight to be fit into. And those windows honestly should have been a sign for him to go to his next progression. He stayed on that progression and he tried to force it. He did that with Deuce at the very beginning of the game, and then he did that with someone else. Who was that where he tried to throw the ball and it was almost a pick. The ball that the defense almost got a pick six off of.
Who was that? Was that a tight end? I can't remember who it was.
No, it was a receiver. It was a receiver. And I think
was it Josh Kelly?
It might have been either Cropper or Kelly or
okay, I think it was Cropper.
It was one of them dudes, but the corner could have got a pick six, and that was only because Joe trusted his arm too much. He trusted his arm too much, and he was like, okay, I see this, and I see this player right here, but I feel like I can fit it in. And he couldn't. He couldn't, bro.
Yeah.
And that's something he's going to have to understand. In the NFL, you cannot do that. It was Jalen Brooks. Thank you, David Lawrence. In the NFL, you cannot do that. So Joe Milton has nice tools. Nice tools, everybody. He needs time to actually hone those tools. He needs time.
He's got to develop,
he needs time to develop. We can't sit here and think that this man is about to be a serious threat to Dak Prescott. So those of y'all Dak actually has real pressure on him for the first time in his career. No, he don't, bruh. No, he don't, bruh. Y'all cut it out.
And did they say that Joe Milton only played 1 year in college? They said he was on the team.
He only started.
Only played 1 year in Tennessee. Because he transferred out, and then he was in Tennessee for a couple of years before he even finally became a starter.
Right.
So, like you said, great comparison to Trey Lance. The guy has got to have coaching. I think you brought in you brought him into the right system. You got Schottenheimer's going to help coach him up. Was it Doug Nussmeier, our QB coach here still? Guys, I think he can develop. And you can learn.
Is Nuss the coach? I don't think he's.
Is he still Nuss?
I don't think he's a QB's coach anymore.
Whoever the QB coach last year that came back, they brought back the QB coach from last year, and if I think it was him. I think they brought him back to be QB coach. Let's look it up.
Ken Dorsey's the passing. You look it up.
I just said it in general. I didn't tell you to look it up.
Say shit. You see all this shit I got going over here? I ain't looking nothing up. I think in general though, man. Joe Milton, y'all. Can we put a chat? Can we put a pin in Joe Milton? Can we put a pin in that talk as far as him taking over for Dak in the next season or even 2 seasons? Because no, he's nowhere near it, bro. Nowhere near it, bro. Like I have not ever seen that many overthrows in an NFL game. I'm serious.
You're right. It's like Steve Shemiko.
Yeah, I'm about to say Steve Shemiko.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought that. Whatever you are.
I have not ever seen that many I'm not even exaggerating, bro. I feel like Joe, it was at least 7 or 8 overthrows. Like wide open, no guys within 2 or 3 yards of the receiver overthrows. And we use that as a segue into the receivers. And while we talk about the receivers, I kind of want to talk about what we saw from Shoddy today because people are overreacting. Y'all, Shoddy literally told y'all ugly ass
vanilla.
Yeah, that he was going to be vanilla. That he was going out there with just a 7-9. He wasn't going to have more clubs in his bag. He wasn't trying to reveal what they were doing. He kept it to base concepts. And honestly speaking, they scored 21 points running the most vanilla offense they possibly could.
It's street ball. They went out there and played street ball.
They went out there and played street ball, bro.
What did he say on Any Given Sunday? I want you to go past the Buick and get open. What Al Pacino say? That's what he did.
Literally, bro. So I think that Shoddy, his offense and kind of what he wants to do, it showed some positive sides because I did see quite a few receivers running wide open. Quite a few guys were running wide open. And
he said that's Mike McCarthy vanilla. The real Jay
McCarthy vanilla. He said that was Mike McCarthy vanilla. And that was Mike McCarthy regular game plan right there. But I'm not afraid at all. I'm not about to sit there and put too much stock into as far as what we've seen scheme wise or anything like that. On either side of the ball, because for one, our starters weren't playing at all. None of them were playing. And that may be my first critique of Brian Schottenheimer in his short tenure so far at the Cowboys is, man, I feel like you got to at least play the starters for 2 series. The starters got to be out there for 2 series, bro. Dak hasn't played since week 9 of last season. You got a new receiver on your roster with George Pickens. Like, you got to get those guys out there for at least a couple of series just so you can see what it looks like.
Did he play with Mingo?
Like. Huh?
Did Dak play with Mingo? Or was he down before we got Mingo?
Nah, he was down before we got Mingo.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's even more of a reason. Like, he hasn't played with half of the receivers that's at the top of the depth chart yet. So them dudes, I think they got to be out there, bro. You got to get them 2 series. I hope we see off the starters for at least 2 series on both sides of the ball going forward.
Yeah. But talking about the receiver position, I think Jalen Brooks, he got that wide receiver 6 position on lock based off of tonight's game. You mentioned Jalen Tolbert. I don't understand why they ran a screen pass with Jalen Tolbert. Like, that dude has never – when has he ever been to make people get away? He's never made people miss or get away.
He's never made anybody miss, and Jalen Tolbert leaves a lot to be desired in open space. That's why I say Jalen Tolbert, to me, he's an athlete. He's an athlete. He's an athlete. He's not a football player, bro. And the reason I say that, man, is the physicality aspect, the actual physical aspect of the game, Jalen Tolbert just does not have. We keep seeing him. Even in the Rams joint practice, remember, he was the dude that got hit on that little bubble screen and slid 5 yards towards the sideline because he put his shoulder down. It's like he doesn't play physical enough. He just doesn't. He doesn't. And then on top of that, he can run routes here and there and catch the ball. He got good hand-eye coordination because he used to be a baseball player. But he's not making anybody miss in the open field when he has the ball in his hand. So it's like you can get better. Man, you can get better productivity out of that position, bro. I'm gonna be honest. If Jalen Tolbert retains that wide receiver 3 position by the end of preseason, that's nepotism. They got to be nepotism, Fred, because he's not better than Jonathan Mingo. He's not. He may not be. He may not be, but going into the season, I think he's gonna be wide receiver 3. I think he is gonna be wide receiver 3 just because he does have production. He has production in the NFL. In his 3-year career, he's has some production. Not the greatest production, but it's some production. It's more than a Mingo has given you already in the NFL. Granted, Mingo's coming from Carolina, so I think they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt because of what he's already done so far. But if we could rank the performances of these receivers in this game, I got to say Jalen Brooks is a 1. Nope, I ain't going Jalen Brooks. I'm going Holden.
Okay, I was going to say he was my number 2. So, I'm not going to argue either one of that.
Okay, before you start doing that, Holden had 2 receptions on 2 targets for 42 yards. Jalen Brooks had 2 receptions on 3 targets for 26 yards. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. I mean, Holden was literally the leading receiver tonight off of 2 receptions. So I mean, I think that Holden in his short time, man, that dude got something, bro. He's a football player. He's a football player. I think Treshaun Holden is better than Jalen Tolbert right now. Right now, I think Treshaun Holden is a better receiver than Jalen Tolbert. I'm saying that right now, bro. Now, it ain't going to have no bearing on the roster because I really don't think that they cutting Tolbert at all. But I do believe that Holden's better, bro.
Yeah. And I don't think Holden will make it to the practice squad. I think you got to find a way to keep him on his roster somehow. I don't know how you're going to do that, But that guy, I don't think he making it to the practice squad.
Me and TP was laughing when the game was on. We were laughing because he had called me, bro. And then he was like, bro, they haven't let Treshawn Holden play at all yet.
They're right.
And then I was like, yeah, that's weird. Why you think that is? He was like, cause bro, they don't want nobody picking them up. He was like, they learned from Isaiah Land. Remember the defensive end that like led the preseason in sacks and shit, and now he was starting with the Colts. Yeah, he was starting with the Colts now. He's like, they learned from Isaiah Land. They tried not to let people see that Holden got something.
Yeah.
I was like, that's messed up, bro. That's nasty work. But that may be true. That may be true, bro.
Y'all get them likes up. Get them likes up in this thing. Get them likes up in here.
Yeah, y'all get the likes up for me, man. Y'all know I don't be streaming. It's late as hell. And I'm here. Hold on. I know damn well.
Is that TP?
I know.
I bet you it's TP, ain't it?
What?
Ain't it TP?
Nah. I know damn well. I know damn well. It ain't just 39 likes on this stream and there's 200 some people in here. Y'all out y'all motherfucking mind, bro. Hey, bro. It is almost 10 p.m. at night and y'all black asses can't leave a free like? I haven't even tried to run y'all pockets or nothing. Man, y'all better leave an MF and like, man. I'm up here streaming for y'all ugly asses at 10 p.m. at night, bro. I'll never get on no stream for y'all this late. Quit playing with me. Quit playing. I will stop all of this. I will shut this down and go rub on my wife's cheeks for the rest of the night. Y'all better quit playing with me.
It's that time of the night, too.
Nah, for real. It's prime cheek rubbing hours. Quit playing and leave them damn likes, bro. Y'all tripping. But back to the receivers, though. Ron Flournoy, I really liked what Ron Flournoy looked like, bro. I think that Ron Flournoy would have been the leading receiver had Milton not overthrown him 80 times. Because he got one reception off of 5 targets. And those targets, they weren't his fault. You know what I'm saying? They weren't his fault. He had no chance at catching them joints.
Mingo too. Mingo too.
Because Mingo broke. Man, I was about to get up here and be like, as president of the Mingo fan club, I am happy. I was about to get up here and go off of Jonathan Mingo because that man broke that long ass bomb. I mean, he broke off on that deep route, and Joe Milton somehow underthrew him. We've been talking about this man's arm strength all offseason. 90-yard pass, and he underthrew Mingo, and Mingo had to slow all the way down to come back to that mug, bro.
Yeah, there was that too. You know what I like too? It stood out. And I think he could make the practice squad 4-5. The tight end,
Rivaldo Fairweather. I told y'all about Rivaldo Fairweather. That's the dude coming out of Auburn. He's Auburn's career receptions leader, bro. His specialty is running the seam route. He's a receiving tight end, bro. I told y'all Rivaldo Fairweather was another one of those undrafted free agents that I looked at, and I'm like, hey man, they might end up liking this kid. They really might end up liking this kid, and he had a nice showing. He had the lone touchdown through the air today, and. To me, he could have had a better showing. I mean, he could have had an even better showing that they didn't call back the first touchdown. They called back the first touchdown he caught.
Yeah.
But
what do you think he could push BSF?
No. I think the top 3 is solidified.
Yeah.
I think the top 3 tight ends are solidified. That's why it's really not even worth talking about for real, because Tyler Neville or Rivaldo Fairweather are just essentially out there. They doing dress rehearsal for they doing dress rehearsal for another team, bro. Like dead ass. They doing dress rehearsal for another team because they're gonna end up getting cut. Now they may keep
Stevens hurt.
But John Stevens Jr. I don't know if they're trying to slow play him back or what. But remember, he's coming off his second consecutive ACL.
Yeah, because I saw he was in a dress today. I saw him, on a sideline. So I was kind of curious what's going on with that. If they already made a decision kind of on him,
right?
Or maybe they're trying to stash him away as well too, like they did with some other players and stuff like that.
I don't know. We also had, let me see, those receivers. The offensive line, they weren't terrible or anything. I didn't see, like, a whole lot of pressure, and they were playing with second and third string guys. We did lose another lineman by way of Sadiq Charles, so that kind of hurts because you would think that he's probably one of the first backups that would get off the bench if something were to happen to one of our starters. So that kind of hurts a little bit, not going to cap.
Adeniji got beat.
Yeah, Adeniji, he was getting beat.
Yeah.
He was getting beat a couple. He got beat a couple times. I seen Cornelius get beat a couple of times. But, I mean, it's the backup O-line, bro. It's the backup O-line, so whatever.
I think T.J. Bass made a spot.
Oh, the running backs. The running backs, before we do that.
Yes.
Phil Maffa has to have a spot on this roster.
Yeah, bro. They going 3 tight ends and carrying an extra running back. You got to, bro. You got to go 3 tight ends and carry that extra running back.
He said the line gave up 8 sacks. Damn, did I go into a coma? I didn't see that.
Pull it up. You got the stats.
Damn! No, they didn't. They gave up 1 sack for 8 yards, bro. I was like, 8 sacks. I was like, did I go into a coma? I didn't see none of that shit. They gave up 1 sack for 8 yards, bro. You read the stat line wrong, man.
I was
like, what the feezy?
I was like, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either. I was confused. Gang. But running backs, Phil Maffa, chat. How we feeling about the running back room? I think that Deuce was very forgettable tonight. I mean, Deuce was very. Did he do anything?
No, he didn't, bro.
Like, let's look at his stats. Let's look what he did. Let's look at the stats real quick, bro.
Far from production wise, and like I don't think he did anything to guarantee him a roster spot.
He only had 2 carries for 11 yards. He had a long carry of 8 yards. I mean, so it was decent. You know what I'm saying? It was decent. They gave Phil Maffa most of the workload tonight. And then Malik Davis looks like he was second. So by the way they split up the carries, it looks like to me Deuce is probably still ahead of Phil Maffa on the depth chart because they gave Phil Maffa most of the run tonight, and he had 10 carries for 36 yards with a 3.6 yard per carry average. Ooh. It felt like he was doing a much better job of running the ball than that. And Malik Davis, he was the most impressive one out of all of them.
I told you he had that juice, bro.
Yeah, Malik had the juice. Yeah, he had the juice.
Because remember, at one point, it was Malik Davis giving Rico Dowdle problems, a couple years ago. It was one of those two were going to make the roster, and they chose, it went Rico 1 year, and then Rico had got hurt. Then there was another running back here at one point. I can't remember. It doesn't even matter. It's irrelevant at this point. But Davis always gave, he gave a problem.
Craig Barker, ain't nobody going crazy up in here. We chilling, bro. We just talk about the game, bro. We ain't making no grand proclamations about the season, man. We keep our heads over here in this community. We are not doing the presto alarm, red alarm, buddy. It's preseason, bro. But yeah,
what AI say? It's practice.
The running backs though. Practice. Running backs though. Malik Davis was impressive. Especially on short notice, dude just literally came up off the street
yesterday. Yesterday,
I think it was either yesterday or the day before that. He just came off the street. He was in street clothes a couple days ago. So for him to come in and carry the ball 7 times, get 63 yards, 9 yard per carry average, that's fucking impressive. A 16-yard run in there, that's pretty impressive. And then like somebody in the chat said, Phil Maffa didn't have the best average on his carries, but it was a tough 36 yards, and the defense
he was finishing.
Yeah, and the defense definitely felt them. That's the thing. The defense definitely felt them. Nigga, what's
wrong? No, honestly, I'll put Malik Davis over Deuce right now, in my opinion.
Man,
I'm putting Malik Davis over Deuce. I don't know what it is. Deuce, I feel like Deuce. Is it just me? He doesn't have that burst. Or is it just me? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't know, bro. Nah, I just think he's too fucking small, bro. He's just too small. 2 of his steps is 1 regular step for a bigger back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to actually physically move too much to cover the same distance as somebody else, bro. Like that's literally what it is, bro. He's too small, bro. Like, and it seemed like it may work from a trickeration standpoint, but if anybody touches him, the play is over. If anybody touches him, the play is over, bro.
Yeah.
They said, who's that homeless guy on Crip? He's tiny. Man, y'all stupid as hell. What homeless guy y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. Y'all wildin'. Next, let's move to the defensive side of the ball, bro. Let's move to the defensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of things, Ray, what caught your eye there?
What caught my eye or what didn't catch my eye?
I mean, whatever you want to talk about, bro.
Let's start off with the same problems the Cowboys have had for years. Stopping the run. Yes, I know it's only preseason, but don't get me wrong, Jay Toya, he had push. He has to push up the middle. I liked what I saw from Jay Toya. Mozzie is cooked, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Mozzie's cooked, bro. He's absolutely cooked. He had no burst, nothing getting off the line of scrimmage. He's done. Toya was straight. I think he needs more reps. I liked Ezeraku. I like his effort, but he just couldn't close. Leah foul.
He drew a penalty.
He drew a penalty, so we gotta get some of that stuff. I'm looking for Leah foul, man. He was there, bro. His nose was on the ball. he was right there flying to the ball every time Leofau. He was making plays, and he made plays on special teams too. So Marisal Leofau, he stood out really well. He was one of the bright spots of that defense. Izzy, I think Izzy said, "Yo, this is my spot, bro. This my spot." I don't know if you saw after that first INT, he started doing the talking, and he's like, "Yeah, y'all said I was having bad camp, but I think he proved to himself like, nah, you can't camp me out this easily." So I think he may solidify his spot on his roster, especially with all those injuries to the corner position. Childress.
There's no way somebody could convince me that Andrew Booth is a better corner than Izzy, bro.
He's not.
Y'all can't convince me that. Nobody could convince me that Andrew Booth is better than Israel Mukuamu at corner, bro. They can't convince me that.
Yeah. Izzy's way better, like night and day better. In my opinion,
say though? Continue, cuz. What you saying?
Man, I lost my train of thought for a second. Nigga, you having those old niggas from time to time. But no, I know Izzy got a spot, especially. Izzy got a spot with all those injuries. Booth's gone. Childress, Zion. I think he balled. I think he may have a spot on his roster too. Kalen Carson, you better hear me get healthy, buddy. You better hurry up and get healthy because the people coming for that spot, bro. They are coming for that spot.
Coming for it, though. I don't know if he should be Britton bomb or not. Zion Childress, though, it depends on what they classify Zion Childress as. It looked like to me they had him playing safety tonight, though.
Yeah, and like he was on the slot too.
Was he? He was playing nickel. I thought he was playing safety. Chat, where did y'all see Zion playing tonight? Either that or it was moving him around because man.
They didn't move him around because I saw Izzy on the outside and they had Zion right next to him, basically like he was lined up in a slot a couple times.
Or he could have been a safety coming down into the box.
Possibly. Yeah, so he was in a slot.
They had him in nickel.
Yeah.
They had him in nickel. So for him to be playing at nickel and then to lead the team in tackles is crazy. For him to be playing in the nickel and then to lead the team in tackles and solo tackles is crazy. And tackles for a loss.
Yeah.
And tackles for a loss. So
yeah,
Zion Childress was balling, bro. If Zion
he got
Childress
to the backfield.
continues to show people he's a legit football player. In addition to the actual physical play that he showed on the field, I also seen him out there communicating with Izzy and stuff. So he's a guy that I'm telling y'all, keep an eye out on this kid. I tabbed him all the way back when we got him as an undrafted free agent. I told y'all, keep your eye out on Zion Childress. And lo and behold, here we are a couple of months later, that man making hella noise, not only in the training camp period, but also in preseason game now. So to me, Zion Childress was definitely one of the bright spots on the defense. Obviously, Israel Mukuamu with the excellent coverage pick because, I mean, that was a legitimate interception. That wasn't one where the QB kind of gave you a gimme or anything. Like, that was a legit interception where he had to actually cover the receiver
get up and
first,
get that.
get into position, get his head around, adjust his body, and then fight the dude for the ball, and then actually come down with him to finish the play. I think that right there probably earned him a lot of goodwill in that coaching room. I ain't going to lie to you. I like Jay Toye. I like what Jay Toye showed us. And Ray, you said something about the run defense. Bro, the run defense was actually pretty decent until the second half. Now, obviously, the first two drives the Rams had, they just walked right down the field on. I don't know what was going on with that. But after that, I feel like the run defense actually showed up pretty damn well. And then it's like they got to the second half and the top came off. So I'm not sure what that was about exactly. But I like what I did see out of Jay Toye. There was times where the double team kind of got to him and he got pushed out of position. But there was also times where he was winning those matchups and he was plugging up those gaps. And he was keeping his linebackers clean for Maris Leofau to be able to come in and make that run fit to where he stuffed that play on that third down, bro. So I like what I saw out of Jay Toye. He definitely had some rookie moments. Not going to act like he had a perfect night. I haven't reviewed the tape or anything yet, but I can tell y'all for sure off the naked eye. To me, it looks like he probably had more positive snaps than he did negative snaps. And that's really all you can ask for, especially when you got somebody named Mozzie Smith out there just taking up good air and opportunity. Bro, Mozzie got to go, bro.
I'm saying I would try to trade him. I see what you can get for him. Give me a 7th round pick for him at this point, bro. Give me something. Give me something for him.
I mean, at this point, if you're the front office and you're looking at this thing and you're seeing Jay Toye essentially be where Mozzie is already, because to me, at minimum, it looks like to me Jay Toye is at least as good as Mozzie Smith. It looked like they're on the same level down there. It looked like to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just being real. So if you Jerry Jones and you just coaching stuff, man, you gotta be like, hey, bro, we gotta go get a real bona fide nose tackle. We have to get a real nose tackle that's going to push the point of attack. It's not going to let the middle of the line get sunk into the middle of the defense or anything like that. Bro, we got to get a real nose tackle, bro, that can really anchor that line. I don't know how you look at that and figure that's not a huge area of need. Go ahead.
Yeah, and especially if you got to carry more at the cornerback position until you get some of those reinforcements back, you got to go thin at certain positions. And they're already thin at defensive tackle.
Super thin.
So, I mean, you got to get someone in here. I don't know. Let's look and see who's available. You got to make a trade or something. I'm going to see who's available for free agents right now. But you got to call somebody. Hell, you need to call Stephon Gilmore. I would have called him at halftime after I seen Andrew Booth Jr. just get obliterated.
Why me? Why me? Let's talk about it. Why me? They said Mozzie had a bad preseason game. That doesn't mean you could have. Motherfucker, he done had a bad 2 years to start his NFL career. He had a bad training camp every year, too. We're not just cutting him off no one preseason game. Mozzie been ass for 2.5 years now, bro. Like, at what point are we going to stop making excuses for the dude, bro? And I'm sorry, Mozzie. I ain't trying to, no disrespect, but, bro, you know you've been ass out there. You know you've been ass. You know you've been 5 pounds to bounce that ass, Mozzie. Quit playing. For real, bro.
Let's see who's a free agent here.
I would have called Gilmore in the second half. Yeah, the corners were kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie, the corners were a little bit worrisome. We gotta get healthy. Did Kyer Elam play tonight?
No, he was on the sideline.
So Shotty didn't play any of his stars.
No.
Bro.
Someone said Mozzie's reincarnated Taco Charlton. You're right. Mozzie is the reincarnated Taco Charlton.
I don't know if I like that, Shotty. I think you got to get your starters out there, bro.
This next game, they got to play, bro.
No, they have to play, bro.
They have to. Yeah. Like, you can't trust what you're just seeing in camp, bro. You got to get those live reps against other teams. Like, I feel like it's different practice to get your own players because you've seen the plays before that they ran. So, like, it's easier to stop something in practice. You got to see guys that you don't play against every day to kind of measure. It's used as a measuring stick, to be honest. Yeah, I was curious. Like, they got to play. They got to play. Maybe it's a quarter. Maybe you plan on letting them play a quarter next game. I know you had talked about maybe having them 2 drives.
I just want to see 2 drives for each side of the ball, which probably amounts to about a quarter. I just want to see 2 drives on each side of the ball, bro. I think that with all these new receivers you got, Dak hasn't had a chance to really play with any of these guys. He hasn't played with George Pickens. He hasn't played with Jonathan Mingo. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't played with Treshaun. He hasn't played with none of these guys outside of Tolbert and CD, bro. You got to get the starters out there for a couple of drives. Now, I probably wouldn't play Tolbert. I mean, not Tolbert, Turpin. I don't think you need to play Turpin, to be quite frank. I don't think you need to play him.
That's your gadget guy, so you don't tip off nobody.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you really need to play Turpin. You know what he's going to be. He's going to be what he's going to be. He's a speed guy. But Dak, the offensive line, they have to get out there. In my opinion, they got to get out there. It's hard to watch, guys like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes and some of these other guys actually playing in week 1. Now, granted, guys like Lamar and Josh Allen and other guys didn't play. Okay, so we can't just look at, Pat played, Joe Burrow played. We can't just do that and be like, Dak should have played, because other teams are also deciding to hold their guys out of week 1 as well. But I would have liked to see the Cowboys play all their guys just simply because of, hey, man, we haven't had a full team, or we haven't had our team whole literally in like over a year. If we're really looking at all the positions, we haven't had our team whole in over a year, bro. So some of these guys need to get out there just for the repetition.
Yeah, for sure. And you gotta get that chemistry, you gotta get that gel. All right. So I'll pull this up on Spot Rack. Here are available free agent defensive tackles. Number 1.
We ain't doing that right now, man. We're doing a post-game reaction, bro. We're not doing all that. We're not doing that.
I just said we got somebody on the line. Hey, the booty tickler is available. The booty tickler is available. Christian, what is his name? Shit, they might need to call him, bro. They might need to call Christian Wilkins, because if they got the booty warrior in the locker room, it might motivate some of them boys to play harder. It might motivate some of them boys to play harder, because they got Fleece Johnson in the locker room with them. Hell. Yeah.
He said pass protection was decent. What's going on, Post Shimon? They said Joe Milton started off slow, but he made some promising throws, man. Bro, are y'all fucking serious, bro? Are y'all fucking serious, bro? He said Joe Milton started off slow, but he made some promising throws, man. They need to let him play his own football, bro. He is a rushing and passing quarterback. Man, shut that bullshit up, bro. Shut that bullshit up, bro. Shut that shit up. Chat, fire that ass up, bro. Chat, fire that fool up, man. The white Republican 1776 to 45th. Fire his ass up. Because what the hell is this dude looking at, bro? Something tells me you hate Dak. I bet you're a Dak hater. I bet you're a Dak hater, bro. I know you're a Dak hater, bro. Fire this man ass up, man. I know it. He said he gonna take Dak. I know it. He said he's gonna take Dak's job, bro. Y'all motherfuckers just be delusional, bro. Y'all literally will try to force reality to be something else just so you can feel good about yourself. Bro, you need to come back to planet Earth. Because I don't know what trees you was smoking, what mushrooms you done took, or what bad alcohol you done drunk. But, bro.
He was a Romo lover.
Come on, dog. What you talking about? How can you hate Dak but then look at Joe and be like, he has so much promise? Man, shut your bitch ass up, man. Shut your bitch ass up. Matter of fact, hold on.
Yeah, with it one time.
For real. Man, shut your up. This motherfucker said, hey, remember me. Hold on. This fool really said.
Your racist antics.
Hey, bro, remember me? You blocked me on X, bro, for showing everyone your racist antics.
Man, if you shut your bitch ass up, talk about some racist. How am I racist, fool? I'm just a person that keep it real. Y'all dumbasses be loving to try to call some type of cancellation on people, motherfucker. You dumbass, you realize I grew up with white people, bro. My stepmom is white. I got white stepbrothers. I went to Wisconsin during the winters to go spend time with my white families drinking white Russians in the white snow. Shut your goofy ass up, man. Shut your goofy ass up, bro. Get that fool up out of here, bro. Get that fool up out of here, man. Oh, man, that fool said Joe Milton, look, I knew it. As soon as I seen him trying to cope with Joe Milton, I was like, I bet you he hate Dak. His very next comment, he's going to take Dak's job.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I needed that laugh. I needed that laugh.
Alabama stupid. He said that's Mike Leslie phony account. No, Mike Leslie showed me some love. He showed me some love.
Yeah, he did.
He showed me some love.
But you handled that, by the way, great. You handled that great, bro.
I appreciate
that great, bro. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Initially, I was a little fresh. I was a little perturbed. Nigga. I was like, come on, man. Y'all leave me the fuck alone. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. Whatever, bro. Screw it. Man, y'all funny as hell. Sir Slur said, you watch the content ever? Who y'all? You must have been talking to old boy. Yeah, I thought the Milton talk was going to be over, too. That fool came smooth up in here. I didn't think Milton looked too bad as he threw fucking footballs all the way back to Frisco. That motherfucker's in California and was throwing balls to Frisco. Y'all just been here saying stuff.
Hey, that's what Uncle Rico thought how he was throwing the ball. I can throw it past that mountain over there.
Yeah, I don't know why Mark Holmes be letting people do that. I don't need engagement that bad, bro. I'm blocking folks. You can't talk over here. I built this platform. I did not build it for dumbasses to be polluting my comment section with their stupid ass takes, bro. Not everybody takes need to be heard. This ain't America. This is YouTube. You do not have a First Amendment right in this bitch. You do not have a First Amendment right, bro. I will ban your ugly ass. Talk to me somewhere else.
Oh,
he said Milton threw damn near 3 picks to backups. Bro, I'm not trying, that's facts. I'm not trying to trash Milton, but man, we got this, bro. Let Joe Milton slow cook. Let him slow roast in the slow cooker. You know what I'm saying? For a couple of years, bro. For a couple of years.
Yeah, let him take his time, but I do want to see what he would do with the ones. I want to see if he'd be any better with the ones. Right. I would be just seeing that out of curiosity, but we can move on from this.
No, real talk. All right, so outside of that, though, the defense, bruh, it's really hard to give too much evaluation because the other thing
half
we don't
guys
know,
are gonna make the team.
I mean that, and the other thing we don't know is like how big is the disparity between the starters and the second unit. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing that we really have to look at is like, okay, this wasn't the best showing. Now, If our starters aren't that far apart from our second unit, then we're in trouble. But if our starters are in like a different class from our second unit, then it's hard to really evaluate what this team is right now from this first preseason game. But I think from the players that we did get to see, bro, there was a few guys that stood out to me. Maris Leofau, Zion Childress, Israel Mukwamu, Phil Maffa, Malik Davis, surprisingly, Treshawn Holden, Jonathan Mingo, Ryan Flanoy really stood out to me. And you know what else stood out to me, Ray?
What's that?
If that Gerber baby face ass referee run over our star player one more time, bro, that had to be the most violent truck stick I have ever seen on the sideline like that before in my life, bro. Like, bro, that shit looked like a cartoon, bro. Like, it looked like some Looney Tune type shit. Like, CD was, he just was out of frame. Dreads was flying everywhere. You seen the babyface assassin with his head in CD's back. That ref was offensive on many different occasions. That man had no facial hair. The only thing I was asking myself was, nigga, where your stash at? Because he had no facial hair, bro. No facial hair, just on TV glistening. Nigga looked like a milk dud.
Bro, somebody should slow that clip down. What's the song that be playing when the dogs are sad and stuff? The beat up dogs, the SBCA, the arms of the angel.
Yeah,
somebody need to do that running back in slow motion and put that song on it, bro.
Hey man, that shit was out of pocket, bro. I seen that, bro. I was like, man, this motherfucking ref better be practicing some diamond releases or something. That motherfucker better be able to come out, put some pads on to get us 1,800 yards, trying to take CD out like that, bro. Your ass about to be a Dallas Cowboy. If he would have took CD out, bro, Jerry should have went right down there, gave his ass a contract, and be like, you better be able to live up to it. Because, bro, what the fuck, bro? I was like, yo, is that CD? Like, he literally could have got hurt off of that shit, bro. And what would have happened? What would have happened if CD got hurt off of that? Bro. And then he had the nerve to flag us. Was crazy. Bruh. It was too much, man. That was too much.
Someone said put that ref at the linebacker if he want to hit like
Nah,
that.
For real, though. Bro, knock CD block off. I know it's still some dreads on the sideline right now.
He hit harder than Monty Smith right now.
That man disassembled his vertebrae like some Legos. Shit, hey.
He was okay to hit me.
He said he was a paid hitman. That's what it felt like, shit. Hitman holler. CD was doing the one doing the hollering, though. He said that's Mozzie Smith replacement. For real, boy. I know that ref could take on a double team and all that damn steam he was running with. Goodness gracious, bro. I was like, yo, this is how we start the season out, huh? That got to be a bad omen, y'all. Start the season out like that got to be a bad omen. Real talk. That was crazy work. We already know the ref's going to be against us. How is the penalties looking? Speaking of that. I know that's something that Shoddy is really paying a lot of attention
Awesome
to.
Richards had 2 back-to-back.
Ooh, nasty.
2 penalties back-to-back when I think they were close down there to the goal line. Back-to-back.
Here we go.
2 plays back-to-back. Yeah.
Oof. 11 penalties. More the same.
Yeah.
More the same. That's not a big difference from what we usually do, y'all. More the same. 11 penalties. And the worst part about it is, well, the Rams only got 1 first down from the penalty. That's not, I mean, I guess that's okay. They only got 1 first down, but 11 penalties is nasty work. Definitely something else we got to keep an eye on. Hopefully they clean that up a little bit. Even though it's preseason, that is something that you want to see kind of sort itself out a little bit. So that kind of worries me a little bit, seeing that many penalties. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
TRB said a lot of false starts.
Yeah.
11 ain't good as preseason, but down. So if you take the penalty away from CD and then the false start penalties, you probably really got like seven penalties or so. I know Lyle got 1 too. You probably really got 7 penalties.
You said who got 1?
Lyle Collins. He got a false
I didn't even pay attention to him. Be honest.
He had a false start like in the 4th quarter. LT Ray said, damn AOC, I was hoping we'd have better news, bro. I don't want more of the same. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This year is probably a developmental year. I think even if they were to make the playoffs, this isn't a year where Cowboys fans should have expectations because this coaching staff is really trying to figure out what they have right now. They trying to figure out what they have, who they can use, who they can't use, and then they're going to have to make adjustments. They're going to have to make changes. They're going to have to make roster changes, and we're probably going to see a lot of guys that's here right now. A lot of the guys that's been here the last few years, they're probably not going to be here next season. They're probably not going to be here next season because this is a growth and development year. I've been saying that for the longest. This is a growth and development year. The coaching staff about to try to grow and develop the players they feel like they can work with, and they about to try to identify players that actually fit within their system and players that don't. That's what this season is going to be about, y'all. That's what it's looking like.
41 upcoming free agents. Remember that, y'all. 41 upcoming free agents. Yeah.
Exactly. It's gonna be 41 upcoming free agents, including unrestricted, restricted, and there's like another category. But there's gonna be 41
exclusive
guys.
Rights. Yeah,
exclusive rights. There's gonna be 41 guys that are eligible to change teams this upcoming offseason. So y'all, this is 100% kind of like a figure it out season for Shotty, and it should be. It's his first fucking season, so y'all got to relax a little bit. But I still expect this team to make the playoffs. I'm still looking at 10, 11 wins. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm looking at 10, 11 wins, bro.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a playoff capability based off of what they've done in the offseason. They improved this roster over last year.
Abrams said, come on, man. What, nigga? What you want me to do? You want me to sound alarms? What you saying, come on, man, for?
Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to be saying. But, yeah, man, that was preseason, week 1 for the Rams, Ray.
Yep.
I ain't going to hold y'all on this mug too long. We already streamed earlier today. But that was preseason week 1 for the Rams. Not the best showing. I'm going to have a chance to actually sit down and look at some tape, look at some of these different guys that we really want to keep a focus on. But, yeah, man. More content coming tomorrow. Y'all be sure to check out Ray on Ray Ray's Cowboys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Leave a like on the stream, all that good stuff. And y'all have a great night, bro. Y'all have a great night. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all thought I was staying with y'all past 10 p.m.
He said, you out of here.